I'm Dominic Taylor. I am a professor at the University of Minnesota. I am a director and a writer, associate artistic director, actually I should say affiliated artist with Penumbra Theatre Company in St. Paul, Minnesota, and a usual suspect with New York Theatre Workshop. Well, the Hollins University Playwrights Festival is why I come. Todd asked me to come. That's really the reason why I'm in Roanoke. I always think that invariably it's like connections between people, and so I do play development in a bunch of different places, and Todd asked me to come, so that's why I'm in Roanoke. The work and the students at the festival was engaging for many reasons, but one of the things which I liked the most about the festival is just different types of work. I mean, I've been to, as I mentioned, I do conferences and all kinds of play development stuff, and often you go to a place and there'll be all these plays sound alike. So there's one person's vision on everything. 10 different plays, 10 different ways of looking at the world. That was actually probably the most invigorating thing, that each play was really different, had its own rules, operated in its own way. As an audience member or as a responder, I have to think about the plays anew. I actually like that the most, probably, about the moment. Yeah. Interacting with other guest artists, well, one of the things which is always great about these things is you go to a room with a bunch of really different, smart people who have different points of view. So interacting with those other guests was fabulous. I actually think some of them I knew, there are some people that I knew because the world is too small, but a lot of people I met for the first time. Smart, interesting people who had a different look at the work, which I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed that too, immensely. Yeah. I think this is about the play that they make as opposed to the career that they choose to do. I mean, I think that a lot of times playwrights say, I want to tell this story, and I say, you don't write the play that you want to tell, you write the play that you have to tell, which makes it really different. The play you want to tell allows you to be cute or smart or whatever, but the play that you've got to tell has its own rules, its own laws, its own urgency, its own importance, and it is the thing which ultimately moves the audience. I say that to playwrights all the time. Don't think about it as a career, think about it as a calling, and then after thinking about it as a calling, think about the story that you need to share with us. Not the story you want to share, but the story that you need to share. And that is actually where the great plays come from, I think. I think that's one of the great things about the Hollins program, among other things. A low residency situation allows, how can I say this without sounding smug, adults to study playwriting. And I don't mean to be disparaging, because I went to graduate school in my 30s in a residency situation where I had to go away from September to May, and I understand that. But a low residency situation allows you to be an adult in your world, to come to Hollins, have a really intense summer, and stay in communication, but it allows you to live your life, build your work, and both of those things going back and forth, I think, is a real plus for the program. Low residency programs are starting to like percolate for other reasons, but I think that this program has its heart in the right place, and it is the only one that I can think of that is actually a playwriting program, because the others allow poets to do stuff, and I think that the focus on this particular genre, which is a difficult genre to do, is important. But I think the adults being in the room helps a lot. That's why I think I would suggest to go to Hollins. Yeah.